What's good, and welcome to the Roundtable podcast. What does that look for, Duke?
I don't. What's good is not.
What do you want me to say?
I didn't.
I'm just introducing myself. I thought welcome, like I said welcome last time, and I thought it sounded weird. So I just thought I'd try some new things before,
I'm very supportive of it.
Good. You should be. I mean, I guess you shouldn't be, but you should. Whatever. Let's just get started. I can't. All right. I have some questions down here on my notepad, which I had last episode, but I couldn't get my visuals to work. So, start off with, let me just make sure I'm right here. You were on the soccer team, right?
That is correct.
All right. What position did you play?
Currently, I play striker.
Mm-hmm.
Usually right side.
Which is that offense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Offensive position.
So, is it your favorite sport?
Soccer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say.
What do you like about it?
Maybe it's not what I like about soccer. It's just what I dislike about a lot of other sports.
All right, go ahead.
If that makes
Sports session.
I've never really been a huge fan of football. I was never really good at basketball.
Yeah.
I just enjoy soccer. I mean, it's, I give my all when I can.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, I played it since a very young age. Everything else I kind of tried to get into, and then I just couldn't.
Yeah.
I guess I've always liked soccer from the beginning.
It's fair enough. I can agree with that. There's a lot of things that it's like you don't really know what you like about them. It's just it is. So one of my questions I actually had on here was, were you interested in other sports? Which, I mean, is there any other sport that you like?
I played a lot of other sports actually when I was younger.
Multi-talented athlete.
I played basketball. I played baseball. I tried a football camp once, and I didn't like it. I did play a lot of sports. It's just that the only one that ever really stuck with me was soccer.
That's fair. I mean, obviously, like, that's playing sports, but, like, do you watch a lot of sports?
Not really. I mean, if there is a game on, I'll probably stop and watch it. But I never go out of my way to watch a sports game.
Yeah.
I don't even watch soccer that often.
Mm-hmm.
May sound weird. The most soccer I've watched was a couple games. I watch the World Cup every year.
Mm-hmm.
I watch the entire World Cup.
Yeah.
Apart from that, I never usually go out of my way to watch a game.
That's fair. World Cup is usually my dose of soccer as well. But, yeah, all right. Moving on to the next topic I have written down is music. I have noticed a lot of times when we've been in pre-calc, you have had your phone open, and I've gotten a little peek, a little glimpse of your music taste. So just kind of describe to me, like, who you listen to, what genres,
It changes often.
That's
Right now, I'm kind of on a Chief Keef, Young Thug, 21. It changes often.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I go for, I guess, bass line. Some I've always been interested in is like, you ever heard of MF Doom?
Yes, actually, I love MF Doom.
I'm a very big MF Doom guy.
I wouldn't say I'm like a big fan, but like I liked Food.
Mm-hmm.
I liked Mad Villainy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought Doomsday was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't listened to the rest or like some under his like other like names,
Yeah.
But those are like I really like those three.
Mm-hmm. It's hard trying to find other songs by MF Doom because they're all under different names.
Yeah, isn't he like Victor
reason.
Vaughn?
There's
Like
MF Doom, Victor Vaughn, Mad Villain.
Mm-hmm. Wasn't he under like Danger Mouse also for that one album?
Yes, there's Danger Mouse, and then there's King Ghidorah.
I actually have not listened to any of that.
He only has one album under that name.
Mm.
It's experimental, but it's nice.
Yeah.
I've always liked MF Doom, Drake.
Drake's good too.
But again, I don't really have a taste. If I like a song, I'll listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
There was a point in my life where I listened only to video game music.
Yeah.
And then I realized other music is better than this.
It's fair. It's fair.
So there are some video game music that I still like.
Yeah.
I've played games that have like really good soundtracks.
Like what, for example?
Played Undertale.
I have not played Undertale.
It's a good game. I quite liked it. It didn't take too long.
Yeah.
Its soundtrack is maybe not. It's maybe not good for just listening to on its own, but it's very good while you're playing the game.
Yeah.
Minecraft.
Minecraft is legendary.
Minecraft. I actually don't listen to the Minecraft music while I'm playing.
Oh, really?
But sometimes I'll listen to it when I'm doing homework.
Well, because I always see posts on like Instagram and stuff where it's like, it'll be like 2013 and it'll be like, man, this music sucks, and it's like 2023 and it's like really hits different. I agree though. Yeah. It's like it's pretty good.
I've always kind of turned the music off if I listen to other music.
I was the same way, yeah.
But if I'm not playing Minecraft, if I'm doing homework, it does help me focus.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
On your guys' Minecraft realm. The legendary one that I hear stories from all the time.
Oh, yeah.
They turned your house to
they turned my house.
The crafting tables and furnaces instead of stone and wood.
That was annoying.
How long did it take to fix, or did you even worry about it?
I didn't fix it.
Is it still just sitting there?
It is still sitting there. It is still there. I moved out after they did it.
That's
because
really
I was just
funny.
like, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
They told me not to get on, and I was like, I know they're doing something. And then I get on like a day later, and I didn't notice anything at first. And then I realized, and I turn around, and my house is
just
it's
remodeled.
It's different.
It's different. Back to music though. I noticed. Well, I mean, actually, I'll save that story. Kanye. Noticed Kanye. Do you? I mean,
sometimes I don't really like all of Kanye's.
I agree with that.
Graduation, obviously, great album.
Oh yeah, of course.
Other than that, I mean, I'll sometimes listen to his first Late Registration. Is his first one?
College Dropout's his first one, and then Late Registration, Graduation. I
mean, like one or two off of College Dropout. Graduation is nice.
Yeah.
Everything else, I'm not really a huge fan of.
See, I always am kind of hesitant to tell people, like, well, because I don't want to say I'm a Kanye fan, because that implies that I like Kanye the person. That's not really true. Yeah, before he went crazy. But I like College Dropout. I like Late Registration. I like Graduation. 808s and Heartbreaks is okay.
Never listened to that one, actually.
It's I wouldn't say it's great, but it's got like 3 or 4 songs on there that are really good, and the rest is just kind of okay.
Yeah.
What's after that? I think after that is My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, which that one's pretty good.
I do like some of the ones off that.
That one's good. Like that one has Power on it.
I like Power.
Has All of the Lights. Devil in a New Dress. That's a good one. And then there's Yeezus, which I am not a fan of at all.
I don't like Yeezus.
I can understand the appeal because it's like a new experimental thing, but it's definitely not my thing. And then after that,
just flexing your Kanye knowledge on us?
Not really. I don't know if it's flexing, but it's The Life of Pablo after that, and then it's Ye. But I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of anything after My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, but yeah. So you listed some rappers. Is there anything outside of rap? You know?
Not really. I think rap is a broad range of music. I don't really like much outside of rap, but even then, I mean, you have like Chief Keef, you have like MF Doom, who are pretty.
They're pretty different.
Pretty different,
yeah.
Even under the same category.
Rap is such a
You have Tyler the Creator versus like Young Thug.
Two very different artists.
Very different. I mean,
Tyler's really good.
Rap has a lot of
like
stuff
subgenres
in it. It's a lot of subgenres. I don't really listen to much outside of rap, but that's not a narrow scale, I don't think.
Yeah, cool. Because you also have people like Eminem, which I don't listen to Eminem, but then you have like Eminem to Lil Baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's a very big range.
I mean, even rappers have such different songs.
Yeah,
it's like I mean, like I said, Kanye.
Yeah,
there's such a huge difference between like All of the Lights and Power.
Oh yeah, And those are on the same album too, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say rap is another like favorite genre of mine.
Mm.
Well, I added a new segment last night when I was thinking of questions to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
So now I have 3. This one's just a short little segment that, it should only take like a minute or so. But I'm going to start Sam Suggests, which is where I suggest literally anything, and I just kind of elaborate on it.
Okay.
Just give a shout out. My suggestion for today, slippers. You're probably thinking that's really, probably everybody has a pair of slippers. But you can get yourself a good pair of slippers. Like, I got a pair of slippers for Christmas, and best things ever. I did not realize how much I needed slippers. I wear slippers around the house all the time. It's amazing. Keep your feet warm if the house is cold. Now, in the summer, probably I won't. But, like, you could use yourself a good pair of slippers in the winter.
I do like slippers.
And I did not realize how much,
I have a pair of slippers.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly don't use slippers as much as I use socks and slides.
Yeah.
And that sounds weird.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm a big fan of socks.
Yeah.
That sounds.
Socks are good.
I mean, I have a wide range. So I just wear a pair of comfortable socks, and then I have some Walmart cloud slides that I got for like $5.
Yeah.
Very comfortable.
Mm-hmm. Socks are. There's such a wide range of socks. You have like normal socks, like the ones that we have on now.
Mm-hmm.
Got like nice, warm, big socks.
Mm-hmm. I have some of those.
Mm-hmm. You have like crazy socks.
I have some of those.
Go
This
ahead.
has caused some controversy between me and other people.
Oh, okay.
You
Is
ever
it okay to say?
Yeah.
Okay,
Would you,
alright.
Do you ever wear socks in bed when you sleep?
Yes.
Kenny's
Kenny's back there, gave us a crazy look. It depends, okay? Socks when I sleep is kind of like depends on how I'm feeling. If I'm sick and I feel really hot, I'm not wearing socks. If it's the summer, I'm not wearing socks. But in the winter, my room gets really cold and my feet get really cold, so I need socks. I don't think it's really that crazy. I agree with you.
I think when Kenny thinks of wearing socks in bed, he's thinking of wearing the socks he has on now, or some of these, which are honestly,
It's
they're
fine.
good to wear on long days, but not
I
very
wouldn't wear
comfortable.
this.
I mean, I have an entirely other Adidas brand socks tag that I got.
Yeah.
Very comfortable. I wear them every night. I know that sounds crazy.
I don't think it sounds that crazy.
I mean, it's if you get the right pair of socks, you wear it every night to bed.
Like, I have a pair of socks, and they're called Paca socks, and they're made from, like, alpaca fur. Those are, like, nice bedtime socks. They're nice and, like, fuzzy, but it's not crazy. Like, it's not like these socks that I'm wearing now,
Yeah.
which are just, like, basic Hanes socks. So, yeah. There's my suggestion. Move back on to the questions. We have movies and TV. I asked Kenny this question, too, but are you a movie watcher, TV watcher, like, when you're doing homework, such as that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I never really get the time. I mean, I have the time. I think it's hard for me to sit down and watch a whole movie.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should say this.
Oh. If it's not good.
It's not bad.
Oh, okay.
My dad has ADD, and it's very highly likely that I also have ADD.
Yeah.
Which used to be different from ADHD, but they kind of
put
paired it together.
Yeah. Because if ADHD, it's like you're hyperactive. ADD is just hard to focus.
Yeah. ADHD, the way I was described is ADHD is you can't focus on one thing because you keep seeing new things. ADD is you can't focus on one thing because it starts to get boring very quickly. That's how I am. Like, it's hard for me to sit down and watch a movie the full length through.
Yeah.
Just to sit there and watch, unless it's honestly interesting and
like if you're invested in
captivating.
it. Yeah.
If I'm invested in it, yes, I will. But if I'm not invested in the first 30 minutes, it's just I just get on my phone and start scrolling.
So what movies have captivated you in like the way that,
Django Unchained. I really like that movie.
I've not seen it.
3 times now.
Kenny gives the thumbs up, the okay symbol.
It that captivates you in the first 30 minutes. I mean, you have like immediate introduction. Things don't go fast necessarily, but it gets you invested.
Yeah.
So I really like that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Bullet Train.
I've heard that one's good.
One of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah.
Again, watched it like 4 times now.
Someone recommended me that.
Also, very, captivates you very fast. Gets you
Mhm.
invested very quick.
Yeah.
So I don't end up not focusing on it. It's
Mhm.
also best for me to watch movies in a theater.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, if I get on my phone, people are going to judge me. So I
Yeah.
might as well watch the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Movies that don't really interest me in the first 30 minutes, I just like. A lot of people said that 2001: A Space Odyssey is a really good movie.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard it's good.
I don't doubt that, but the first 30 minutes is. It's probably I understand that it's probably meant to be boring,
Mm-hmm.
but it's still boring.
Yeah.
Even if it's meant to be boring, it's just not interesting to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think I actually watched like an hour, and I was just like, I've heard it's good. I just don't like it.
That's fair. So what about, like, is TV the same way with you? Or is it just like you watch one episode and
So
then you don't pick it up?
TV it's kind of like the same thing,
Mm-hmm.
but what ends up happening with TV is even if I am captivated, I just kind of stop watching
Yeah.
after a while.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think of stuff that happens. I watched One Piece,
Oh, yeah?
which is good,
Mm-hmm.
and I really like One Piece.
Mm-hmm.
Even now, I mean, I'm reading it now, but I really enjoy One Piece. I just stopped watching one day, and I
Mhm.
just never got back to watching it.
Yeah.
So I'll just end up, and it's not for any reason. It's
Mhm.
not because it's boring, because One Piece isn't boring,
Yeah.
but I'll just drop it, and then I never pick it back up. It's frustrating, and then I try to get back into it,
Mhm.
and sometimes I do get back into it,
Yeah.
and I finish through, and then sometimes I drop it again.
Do you ever have an issue when you pick shows back up like that? Do you, like, forget what's happening? Because I know I'll do that sometimes.
Yeah. It happened. I was reading this series, Berserk.
I think I may have heard of that.
It's pretty popular. It's good. Again, I was really captivated. It was
Mhm.
really interesting. And then I didn't read like one day. And then I
Mhm.
just didn't read the next day. Because I read it. I read a good bit every day.
Yeah.
I just didn't read one day, and then I just didn't read ever again. And I'm still haven't picked that back up.
Mhm.
If I do pick it back up, I'll probably need to start from not the beginning, but from a good while
Probably,
back,
yeah.
just so I can understand everything that's going on.
Or just, like, skim through it and figure out
Yeah.
what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I know you talked about, switching subjects. I know you talked about playing Undertale and Minecraft.
Mhm.
What else do you play? Is there, like, other ones that...
Yeah, I am. One thing I've noticed, I'm not really a very big multiplayer game fan.
Mhm.
I prefer single player games a lot more.
Yeah.
I like Fortnite.
Mm-hmm.
I do play that. I've never really gotten into Call of Duty. Never really gotten into Battlefront or Battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
Rainbow Six Siege. Not a huge multiplayer game fan.
Mm-hmm.
Single player games I find much better.
Yeah.
I played Minecraft a lot as a
Mhm.
kid. I mean, earliest memories were like 4 years old playing it. I played a lot. I've played. That's another thing for games is I get mad and then I quit.
Yeah.
And I just don't pick it back up.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get frustrated because some self-imposed, like I'll set the difficulty to maximum,
Mhm.
and then I'll die and I'll get mad and I'll quit.
And you don't, like...
I don't consider turning the difficulty down. I
Yeah.
don't consider picking it back up.
I had that problem with Cuphead, because, like,
Oh.
I don't... Have you played Cuphead?
I have not played Cuphead.
Okay,
but
well,
I've
there's,
heard
like,
a lot about it.
It's just a bunch of bosses that you fight. And
I've seen the game. I've heard it's hard.
Yeah, you'll have, like, a regular and then like an easy.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't get past it, you can do easy and progress through. But you need to go back and beat it on, like, regular before you can, like, completely progress.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I'll be stubborn. I'll be like, I'm not turning this on easy. I got to get this done normal.
Yeah.
There's been, like, 2 or 3 times I've had to. But
I quit playing Hollow Knight. You ever heard of that?
I think so, yeah.
I got lost, quit, didn't pick it back up. Jedi Survivor, also a good game.
Oh, yeah, I think I know what that
Got
is.
beat, got mad,
Mhm.
quit. There are a number of games that this has happened to me. you know, and sometimes it's not just the fact that I die and get mad and quit.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it stops being fun.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't know why I'm wasting time
Mm-hmm.
playing this
Yeah.
when I could just not.
That's fair. Mm-hmm.
I do. This may give off the impression that I hate gaming at this point.
It's okay.
But I do. There are also some other games that I like. I play on computer, so I have a wider range, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
This game, subtle title called Ultra Kill.
Not heard of it.
Yeah, it's not too popular. It's one of my favorite games of all time. You ever seen Doom?
No.
Really? Doom?
No, I have not.
The old, wow.
Nah,
Okay.
I've not seen it.
Anyway, it's perfect for me because it's very captivating and interesting, very fast-paced.
Mm-hmm.
It's a game that if I do get beat and I get mad, I won't quit because it's I don't know how they designed it that way, but it's designed in a way that you have this sort of commitment because everything is always seems like just out of your reach.
Mm-hmm.
So if
Yeah.
I'm bored, I just load it up.
Those games are always the most frustrating, though, where it's like you have the capability of
Mhm.
doing it, and it's just like
Mhm.
it's right there.
It's very frustrating, but
Mhm.
it's you can beat the level.
Yeah, it keeps you playing, which is good.
Like I know I can beat this level if I try again.
Yeah.
A lot of times I end up getting beat because of a stupid decision I make.
Yeah. That's fair. Well, on the topics of games, I'm doing this kind of earlier than I normally would because I feel like this is going to take quite a bit. I have quite a few here. It's time for Game of the Day, which I did with Kenny. I did rank these foods without knowing what's coming next. This one's a little different. Here I have Would You Rather, and I have, I think,
I would rather.
3, 4.
Sam.
All right, game over. Yeah, that's it. I'm just kidding. Not really. Let's see. I have, I think, six or 7 questions that I would like to ask, and if you want to elaborate on it, you can, or talk through your decision. First question is: would you rather delete social media or music streaming?
Delete music streaming.
Really?
Yeah, I like music. But I'm not. I listen to music a lot, but it's really not a requirement for me, like it is some people.
Yeah.
Some people who just can't function without music.
Mm-hmm.
I
might be one of those people. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, music just gets a lot. I can do stuff without music.
Yeah.
And I won't realize I'm doing it without music until I'm sitting there thinking, and I realize I'm in complete silence.
Yeah.
If I do that, I'll turn music on. But other than that, I mean, I'm perfectly fine without music. Social media I use a lot.
That's true. Because the thing is too about social media versus
Honestly,
music streaming.
Honestly, if you exclude TikTok from social media, I'd give up social media.
Really?
The only social media I use often is TikTok. I don't use Facebook. I haven't used Snapchat I haven't committed to using Snapchat in over a year. I only use Snapchat because some people only use Snapchat.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that's the only way I can contact some people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, because the thing about this is like music streaming can be replaced. Like you can go out and you can buy an album, or you can like buy vinyl or whatever. But like, there's not really anything quite like social media. I mean, like you can obviously get like news and stuff, but like that's different than what you would normally get on social media.
It's media, not
Yeah.
social media. I don't really I don't post. I don't talk to people. It's just TikTok. TikTok I use often, but if you were to exclude TikTok from social media, I'd rather delete social media.
Okay. I think now that you've talked to that decision, that makes more sense. That's how I put my choice too. Next question is, this one is one that I popped in my head. I thought was kind of difficult. Learn to juggle or do card tricks. You can only learn one. You can't learn both. Which one would you rather have the skill to do?
That is a good question. Learn to juggle.
I think...
Well, I think it depends on how good you are at juggling. Well, actually...
Let's just say,
no, it depends on how good you are at card tricks.
I feel like it kind of applies for both.
I know 1 or 2 card tricks.
Mm-hmm.
I think that juggling is cooler,
Yeah.
but the most impressive card trick is way more impressive than an impressive juggle.
Yeah, it's more about like the ceiling.
If you can juggle 3 things, how much more impressive is juggling 6 things? I mean, it's more impressive. Obviously, it's a lot more impressive.
Yeah.
But I feel like the level of playing card Magic is more than juggling.
Yeah, because I feel like juggling's one of the things you can just pull out and like do. But like if you have a crazy card trick, then people
then I'd probably still rather juggle.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if juggling is more impressive, anyone can learn to do a card trick. Anyone can learn to do juggling, but I feel like
you have to be more coordinated.
It's
by nature.
more coordinated. I see it as more impressive.
Mm-hmm. I think I do.
I
too.
know card tricks. I don't know how to juggle.
Like I know like the way like someone can learn to do a card trick, but like if you've learned to juggle, like I feel like that's a lot cooler.
I feel like it'd be cooler if you're in a group of people.
Mm-hmm.
What would set you apart the most? Probably juggling.
Got to make a standing impression.
Yeah.
If you juggled, then like you're the cool guy now.
Yeah.
Honestly, the rest of these are gonna get kind of unhinged, so just stay with me.
I've never been hinged, Sam.
Off the hinges since day one. All right. Only be able to ride a tricycle to and from school, or walk around school barefoot.
I'd rather walk around school barefoot.
Because I think this question definitely depends on how far away you live from school. Like I live like probably 10 to 15 minutes away.
I live 10 minutes away.
Yeah.
I mean, so for drive anything but a car night, or
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
drive anything but a car to school.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it. If I were to drive, even my 4-wheeler can only go like 20 miles an hour. That'd take me 20 minutes. If I had to take we have a golf cart.
Mm-hmm.
If I had to take a golf cart, that caps out at like 15.
Yeah.
That would take me like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'd rather walk around school barefoot.
See, the thing about walking around
I can't imagine that
school-
being too much of an inconvenience.
I will say though, I feel like walking around school barefoot, you would get used to it. I mean, you would get used to both of them, but like I would be easier to get used to. I feel like walking around school barefoot though, I don't know like what I'd be walking on per se. Like imagine like you go in the locker room and you're barefoot. Like I wouldn't even want to risk that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if are you taking a gym class? Okay.
No.
So that wouldn't really be a big conflict.
No.
Most of the places,
it's only carpet for me.
Yeah.
Which would be fine.
Yeah, that would be like it wouldn't be too bad. Here's the next one. Eat exclusively buttered rice for 8 months, or wear a suit anytime you go out to eat. Because think about it.
I'd rather wear a suit anytime I go out to eat.
Think about it though, because like this is anywhere
Buttered
from
rice?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
It's just rice, butter.
Using
salt.
my elite deductive skills, I can guess that it's probably butter on rice.
Pretty much.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can't imagine that tastes great.
It's really not bad. Like I
mean,
guess
even
it
if it's
depends.
not bad, I'm
It's
gonna
just
get
like
bored.
white rice.
I'm gonna get bored of it after a week.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
8
months.
It's 8 months. Think about it though. Like if you're just with some friends, you're like, oh yeah, let's go to McDonald's real quick. You have to put on a suit, go to McDonald's, even if it's just a drive-through. Pull up in a suit to McDonald's.
I can get dressed in a suit fast.
Well, because
I've never dressed in a suit.
Oh.
So I don't know how long it takes. But I can't imagine it's
like a huge inconvenience.
Yeah.
Well, because I don't know. I mean, it's like obviously like a wide range from McDonald's to like I don't know some fancy place.
Mm-hmm.
But
Burger King.
I thought you were saying like that was the fancy place.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I am.
I did not. Sorry to insult your your love of Burger King.
I mean, I wear a suit to Burger King either way.
You would.
I do, not would. I do.
Oh, sorry,
I
my
do.
bad. Is there a Burger King nearby? Like I know there's one in
Couldn't
Brazil,
tell ya.
but isn't there one in Terre Haute? Wait, you couldn't tell me.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. So it's such. Do you go often? Is it such a big event for you that you need to dress up?
I hate Burger King. If you want me to be honest, I do not like Burger King. I was joking about the soup part. I do not like Burger King. They put way too much mayo on their burgers.
I'm sorry. I need to take a second. I knew you were joking. I just thought it was funny.
No, I don't like Burger King. I went once and I didn't like it.
What was even the question? Oh yeah. The thing about the suit though is like Actually, I don't even remember what my point was. I think I would probably wear a suit every time. I mean, it would be weird, but it wouldn't be like super weird.
It'd be weird, but I mean,
no one's gonna come up and ask you about your suit. Like they're just gonna assume that you're going somewhere.
Yeah.
Which I mean wouldn't be terrible. All right, so we got. I'm gonna mark these out as I go along, so it's easier to track. All right. This one is a little weird. Play pickleball with Adam Sandler, or play basketball in an elementary school league for like a season or so, and become the undisputed GOAT.
Here's the issue.
Mm-hmm.
If I played basketball in an elementary school,
No one questions it, by the way. Like this is just like completely normal.
Okay.
Like no one's gonna be like, that's not fair.
Yeah, if I did play in an elementary school league, I probably wouldn't be the undisputed GOAT.
Let's just say like you were. Like let's say you were just like so good. You were undisputed
I'd rather
GOAT.
how play pickleball once with Adam Sandler, or is this like a weekly thing?
How about like you become pickleball like buddies with Adam Sandler? Like,
I would become pickleball.
Here's the catch, though. I'm coming with this on the spot. Here's the catch: you only contact through playing pickleball, and you play pickleball like maybe 2 or 3 times a month.
I would be Adam Sandler's pickleball teammate.
See, I feel
is Adam Sandler good at pickleball?
I don't know.
Might be weighing me down.
I have no idea. I literally have no idea. I know he plays basketball, but I have no idea if he's ever even touched.
I might need to break off from him and get a better teammate if I'm playing pickleball.
You guys aren't necessarily teammates. You just like, hey Adam, let's go play some pickleball, and then he's like, all right, Duke, let's go, let's meet here, and then you guys.
Is this competitive pickleball?
Not really.
No.
I mean, you guys could if
That's
if you really grew this bond and you really were just like, let's go play in a pickleball league. But like, I'm just talking like casual right now.
I'd rather do that. I think I'd feel bad beating up on small children in basketball.
Some people don't.
Like Kenny.
No, I'm not. I wasn't calling out Kenny.
Kenny probably wouldn't.
Kenny
feel
is
too
not who
bad
I
about
had in
that.
mind.
He doesn't really have a whole lot of morals.
Sorry, look on Kenny's face is hilarious. Think about it though. Like, if no one questioned this elementary school thing, you could have different like deals. Like, if you just have all this talent, you could. I don't know.
Would I have deals?
I don't know. I mean, if no one's questioning that you're playing against
I
a bunch
could
of
get
elementary
a
schoolers,
plastic trophies for my desk.
turn them into real trophies. You know what I'm saying? You could just move up that ladder and then become a crazy basketball
In an
player.
elementary school league?
Well, I mean, not necessarily, but like, let's say you have some scouters there that are like, let's look at these kids. Maybe in like 10 years we can recruit them. But then they see this one grown
That's a thing that
man.
happens.
Yeah, just adults go and watch kids games. That was weirder out loud than in my head. Whatever. So, and they see this already grown man, and they're like, this guy is ready for D1 basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Would you take it? I mean, like, is that?
Yeah, probably. I didn't really think about it.
Let's throw that into the question.
Yeah,
let's say you get some sort of benefit out of.
Yeah. Then I'd.
Is it like an easy decision?
Oh yeah.
All right, let's take that away. Let's say it's like.
You're doing a lot of.
I know. I'm just trying to make it more. You know what? It's not even worth it. You'll play pickleball with Adam Sandler based on that original question.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving on. Actually, save that one for last. How about own the world's largest wet floor sign collection, or shoot, I forgot the other half of this question. Oh, right. Okay, sorry. Start over. Own the world's largest wet floor sign collection, or anytime you go into a public space, on your first try of opening a door, you will pull on a push or push on a pull. No matter if you know what it's about to be, you always do the wrong thing.
I feel like one of those is a good thing, one of those is a bad thing.
What do you mean? Which one's the good one?
The largest wet floor sign collection.
Okay, but you have to store them somewhere. Where are you going to store them?
In my living room. I'm going to put those on display, dog.
You're going to put them on display.
Oh, yeah.
Your world's largest wet floor sign collection is just going to be
I was debating getting a wet floor sign from Ace and putting it on my ceiling. Just nailing it to...
on the ceiling?
Yeah, nailing it to the ceiling.
Actually, I kind of like that idea.
Mm-hmm.
So if you had, like...
My room was filled with things like that.
Actually, before we finish this question, I'm looking up what the recorded world's largest wet floor sign collection is.
I do need to know how much wet floor signs does this, because if it's like 10, yeah.
Yeah.
If I need to buy a warehouse for this, maybe not.
Honestly, you never know. There's some crazy people out there that...
Mm-hmm. Like Kenny.
Kenny's catching a lot of strays from you.
Kenny deserves every stray he gets. I'm sorry, Kenny.
He asked you to stay, mind you. Duke asked Kenny to stay.
Alright, my bad.
Just as a honestly, I'm not finding anything. Let's just go with it's 100. Okay. Let's just say,
100. Yeah, that's easy.
Okay, but I'm trying to think of actually it might be too little. What's a good amount? Let's
Now
go
I'm
with
deciding should the room in my house that stores my wet floor signs should I have a wet floor?
I would say no.
Really?
I mean, okay, think
What
about
are
it
all the
this way.
signs for?
It's like a double negative, right?
Uh-huh.
If you have a wet floor, you have two
Mhm.
wet floor signs.
Mhm.
Would they cancel out?
No.
Or would it just be? I guess that's double negatives I'm thinking of.
Yes.
If you had a not wet floor sign, then
This floor is not wet.
this floor is not wet.
I should get that.
You can step here and you will not slip.
You
due
could
to
put
water.
that anywhere, and
Yeah.
people couldn't take it. Oh, because it's true.
We should make some not wet floor signs
Mm,
and
new
just
business
put them
idea.
everywhere. Yeah.
Kenny, write this down.
You have your phone out. Write this down. Let's go with actually it's like a bigger number. Let's go. It's like 300. Now you have to store these wet floor signs somewhere, just like in your house.
300. Yeah. I mean, I could.
How many would you put in your house? Like if you had 300 and you have a separate like storage place for them, how many would you put in your house? If you put any in your house,
If I put like 20 in my house, put the rest in storage.
where would you put them? Just like all on one shelf?
Build a warehouse. No, the ones in my house.
Yeah.
Probably have a separate room for them.
Okay, so you have, I mean, like a whole dedicated separate room because 20 is not very much.
Okay, then I'll put all 300 in the room.
Okay, but how big is that room? Is it organized
I
or
don't
is it
know.
just
I
like all
don't-
shoved in the room? If you have 300 in
I
one
feel
room.
like I just open the door and throw some in.
Because I feel like if we put in this room right now, if we had 300 wet floor signs, it would cover the entire floor. Maybe even more than that. Maybe these tables as well. Well, okay, because how big is a wet floor sign? Is it like?
I don't know.
I think it's
Kenny,
about the size of this.
Look up how big a wet floor sign is. That's not,
I already
that's not
have.
how
I
big-
already have wet floor signs open.
That's not
on my
how big a
phone.
wet floor. You have no concept of how big a wet floor sign is. Kenny. No.
I wouldn't say it's that
so much
tall.
Smaller. Yeah. Even not if not smaller. Yeah, probably.
I mean, yeah, it probably does. I mean, depending on how tall you are, but like it probably goes up to my knees. And
Kenny is saying. Kenny originally said about this high from the ground, which is not accurate. They're about this. They're a little bit. It's not accurate. Yeah, so about right here. That's what I did. Kenny claims that wet floor signs are about this tall from the floor, which is not accurate.
Hang on, I'm
They're a
looking
little
up.
bit lower than the table.
I'm looking up wet floor sign dimensions right now.
I'm not. It's not mockery. You're just wrong.
All right. Most wet floor signs have the dimensions of being about 24 inches tall, which would be 2 feet, and then when extended are about 15 inches.
Yeah. That's what I said.
Here, wait. Actually, hand that to me real quick. Hand those rulers to me. It's probably not very good podcasting, but we'll go with it. It would be about like.
This isn't for you. This is for us.
I think it's for everybody. I mean, people who are watching the visuals that we have.
No, it's not for them.
Okay. It would be about this tall, if that's any sort of metric. I don't know. Let me.
Yeah, that's about how tall I said.
Yeah, this table.
Nowhere near what Kenny said.
This table is about 2 feet tall. He says that's exactly what he said.
No, it's not.
I mean, okay, because he said about this high off the ground.
No, I said that high. He said like that high.
I don't think so. I think you guys had about the same. I think you're just
It
arguing.
doesn't.
Okay, so
Either way.
again, about this high.
It doesn't.
I don't know if my
How
microphone's
tall
picking
they
up
are?
anything right now.
How tall they are doesn't really matter.
Okay, and then you'd probably be like that wide when extended. But I don't know.
yeah, you could fit like 600 in there.
You could fit a lot in here. Actually,
I'd bet on 1,000.
1,000. Actually, it's probably a good number, because underestimating the size of wet floor signs. Actually, overestimating. I think I made them a little too big in my head.
I mean, 1,000 would be about. I'm gonna do a quick calculation because I am.
It's okay. You can show your phone. I'm not.
I mean, it's what, like 32 by 32? You could fit 32 by 32 in here. Maybe.
I think so.
I hope.
I would assume you could.
Okay. Updated estimate. I'd put about 100 in a room in my house.
I want to put about 100.
Mhm.
So the 200 are going in like What if you just put like a shed in your
My
backyard?
closet.
So okay, let's see this. You have 100 in a room.
Mm-hmm.
You have a closet.
Mm-hmm.
The closet has the other 200.
Yeah, well, they're gonna be flattened.
Okay, well yeah, I figured, but like the other ones are extended, and are they on shelves? Are they on the floor?
On the floor.
On the floor. All of them are on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
How big is this room you're talking? Like, could you comfortably walk in this room and look at all the wet floor signs?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm dedicating a master bedroom size.
Master bedroom size to these
Oh, yeah.
wet floor signs?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Actually, I might put them in the master bedroom. I'm sleeping in the guest bedroom.
Wait, so your master bedroom
Will be the wet floor collection.
it is
Yes.
all
I'll take the
dedicated-
bed out, obviously,
Oh, okay. my God.
but it will have its own
At that
bathroom.
point, is it even a master bedroom though? It looks like your master wet floor sign room.
Well, it'll have its own bathroom.
Wait, I'm sorry. So you're gonna just completely like, would your guest room have a bathroom? So you're gonna take away your own personal bathroom privileges.
If I have the world's largest wet floor sign bathroom collection, I deserve to be punished.
you just said- you can take the other option.
I don't want to. I forgot what the other option is. What's the other option?
The other option is anytime you go in public, on your first try of opening a door, you push on pull doors and pull on push doors. Just the first time.
At this point, this seems like the better option. I want to
Yeah.
choose that one. I choose this one.
We've gone on a 10-minute rant about wet floor signs just for you to change your decision about what.
Yeah, because now that I think about it, I already do that. Like half the time. So what
That's
more
fair.
is it to do it 100% of the time?
Yeah, and then you only do it once. Like it's just
Yeah.
like the first time. It's like, oops, sorry.
It's like,
funny
and
me,
it's like
and then you just
unless
open it.
somebody notices, it's not really a big deal.
That's true because I mean, like,
Who's gonna notice?
How often? Yeah, how often are you opening a door in front of people besides getting into the building?
Yeah.
Like, if you go to a store, no one's gonna notice.
Mhm. Are we talking? Okay, when you say open it wrong, are we
Yeah.
talking like regular, like house doors or every door? Or no,
Um,
every door or like the ones that you could honestly mistake for a push door or a pull door.
We'll go with that, like the ones in public. But this also includes ones in public that when you go to like a restaurant or whatever, and they specifically label push or pull on the door, like
ones that
those.
you would confuse if they didn't have a label.
Yeah, pretty
Okay.
much, kind of like that.
Okay.
So it wouldn't be too crazy. So it
So-
would just be a little embarrassing
let's-
for some people.
Stupid.
Well, yeah, but who really cares? Last one I have is become the new face of not only Doritos, but Cheetos and Fritos. Or replace Chris Pratt in all movies.
I will be replacing Chris Pratt in all movies.
Okay.
I
I
don't-
figured, see, I was kind of thinking about this. I figured that was a better option, but
Because maybe not because I want to be famous.
Mhm.
Maybe it's because Chris Pratt doesn't exactly deserve to be in all the movies he is in.
whoa, what do you have against Chris Pratt? What do
I'm
you have against Chris
saying,
Pratt?
I'm saying that they put him in the Mario movie, and he just did his own.
Okay,
voice.
that's fair. That is fair.
He put no Italian into that.
I thought you were gonna take some personal
he
shots. at
ate
Chris
spaghetti before his performance and called
Kenny,
it a day.
Kenny's leaving, by the way. Just
Goodbye,
in case
Kenny.
you're wondering. You can watch the rest of this when it's. Oh no, there's some.
Is it because
there's some malice
did I say
going
something
on.
wrong? was it something I said?
Kenny is offended
It
right
is,
now.
okay,
Kenny
that
is
makes sense.
offended. Okay. So you were saying that Chris Pratt does not. Make sure to shut the door, by the way. You're saying Chris Pratt does not deserve to be in all the movies that he's in, like Mario.
Okay, that may have
He's
sa-
voicing
that-
Garfield.
That may have seemed a little harsh. I'm saying that there are a lot better options when it comes to voice acting than Chris Pratt.
That is
they put
true.
him in Mario movie.
Mhm.
They could have took any Italian guy off the streets of New York and it would have been 100 times better. They put him in Garfield.
Which
They
comes
took-
out this year.
They could have taken any cat off the streets of New York and it would have been 100 times better.
Okay, wait. But I will say though, I do like his Garfield voice better
I actually
than
haven't
his
heard
Mario.
it. I actually haven't heard it.
It's actually not bad, like
If
compared to
I'm-
the original
I'm kinda,
Garfield.
I am
voice.
judging it off of his Mario performance, which I gotta say, kind of
Underwhelming because
Yeah.
if I don't know if you remember too, he was like, "I can't say my Mario voice, guys. I gotta save it for the
Yeah.
movie." It's literally the same voice.
It's just I watched it. I went into the Mario movie. We watched it in speech class for some
Mhm.
reason. I went in the movie. I was like, I really hope this guy pulls the most not offensive. But the most I don't
I
want
hope
it to,
this guy
I don't
pulls
want
an
it to be offensive, but I want it to be the most exaggerated Italian accent I've ever heard. And then
Yeah.
he just talks normally.
Mhm. So like, what about when he's in like Guardians of the Galaxy? Like, would you want to?
I don't think he's a bad actor in Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah. No, I don't think he's a bad. I like him in Parks and Rec. I like him in
Oh, that's
Guardians of the
good.
Galaxy.
Mhm.
I think that maybe he should I think he's better at mostly comedic roles, like Parks and Rec. I think he's funny in Parks and Rec.
This is all movies, though. You don't get to replace him in Parks and Rec.
I understand that.
Okay.
I'm just saying that he'd do a lot better in comedic TV shows, in comedic movies. I feel like Marvel is supposed to be a action comedy, but I feel like
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy is it's funny. I think it's funny. I think he did good, but it's just when it comes to maybe the more dramatic moments, doesn't do nearly as well.
Yeah.
I'd replace Chris Pratt also because I'd be famous.
Yeah. Well, you'd also be famous with Doritos, Cheetos, and Fritos. Think about it. Anytime anybody grabs a Dorito bag.
Yeah.
Or a Cheeto bag or a Frito bag.
Who's going to be a fan of me, though?
Never know.
Who's going to honestly see me and be like,
surely
I like this
back
guy.
to the collection.
Who gets excited when they see me on the face of Doritos? Nobody's going to.
You'd have a marketable face.
I would have a marketable face, but I'm not going to have fans.
You never know. We were talking about collections. Surely somebody has the largest Chester Cheeto mascot collection. Someone could have the biggest you collection.
I don't want someone to have the biggest me collection, Sam.
Fair enough. I get that. I'm just saying, it's not like you wouldn't be liked by people. I mean, people like...
Yeah, I feel like I'd have a lot more... That's not about the fans. But I'd have more fans, more people would recognize me if I was in Chris Pratt's role. If I was in Guardians of the Galaxy, I would do a better Mario impression than he would. I'd do better in Garfield.
Well, because I mean, like,
I do better than him in his roles.
If it was a different mascot, like let's say you are the face of, I don't know, let's say Walmart gets a mascot. Imagine like, I'm Duke Strahla, the Walmart man. Like,
that's exactly what I would say.
It's catchy.
No, I don't know if being the face of Walmart is a desirable thing.
Okay.
And it was not a bad thing, but
how about? I mean, like, is there anything that like you would change your answer from Chris Pratt to, like any sort of brand if you were the face of?
Not really. I think it'd be nice to be an actor.
What if you were?
If I had the chance to choose any career, I'd probably be an actor.
I feel like an actor is a good job. I would honestly think it too, honestly.
Think it's very realistic. I'm going with the more realistic option.
Yeah.
But if I had to choose any career path, it'd be an actor. So it'd be nice, I'd have a lot. For me personally, it'd be a lot better to be an actor than to be a spokesperson of a random.
I agree with that
brand,
actually, because acting I think would be kind of a fun job.
It'd be fun. It'd be nice.
Just imagine you go to KFC. It's not Colonel Sanders. It's just a picture of Duke's face on a chicken bucket. Imagine you saying it's finger licking good. Imagine that being.
See, now you made it hard. I think I'd be an actor.
Okay. It was close, but I thought I'd swing for the fences. Well, I have a couple more questions before we wrap things up here. Not really any hard hitters like those, but I just thought I'd get some, things out of the way. Obviously, Mr. Junior Class President.
Oh, yeah.
Right here.
I forgot about that.
What exactly has this entailed for you so far? You've been our
next
class
question.
Next question.
Next question. We're going to skip this one.
Really? You've been our class president for 3 years. Don't have anything to talk about?
Sometimes,
or is it private information that I'm not allowed to know
It's
about?
not. Sometimes I forget I'm the class president.
Oh, okay.
I don't have any responsibilities. People ask me when I'm going to do something. I can't.
You don't have any power? It's just a title?
Can't. People think I don't do anything. I can't do anything. I will actually do stuff next year as senior class president.
Well, yeah, because you have to do, like,
if
speeches and stuff.
Any chance I can get to do something that is, good to do, I will probably do it.
Yeah.
I don't know how many chances like that I'll be given. I'll do speeches. I'll set up prom. I'll have to set up reunions, which I will do. But I can't do anything these last 3 years. I will do stuff next year. That is a promise of mine.
That's fair.
I should get campaigning for that because
you should start now, and then you have a leg up on everybody else.
Vote Duke, senior class president. That's my advertisement.
You should do it. All right. So does that same logic apply for everybody else that's been in the office with you? That's been elected?
Yeah.
You say?
I think a lot. I think vice president. Everyone else has been nothing. I think even as a senior, like treasurer and secretary,
don't really do
I
anything?
don't really think they do much.
So what does
They
vice
might. They very well could. Vice president, I think, is
Who even is your vice president? I don't remember.
Delana White.
Okay.
I hope.
Imagine it's not. Imagine you just slipped up
Imagine it's
big
not.
time.
No,
on
I'm
this
pretty sure
podcast.
it's Delana White.
Okay.
Kaylee Alexander is the secretary, and Sydney is the treasurer.
Oh, yeah. I think I
believe.
remember this now.
I just took a picture with them this morning, so I.
Is that what they called you down for? I was gonna ask.
Yeah,
you
it
that.
is. It is.
Okay.
They didn't. I know who it is. I don't know what jobs they have specifically.
So you know who is there, but you just don't.
Mm.
Okay.
Vice president, I think, kind of just. I'm not sure. I don't really know what I do as
Mhm.
president.
Yeah.
I know I help set things up and I help do stuff, but I don't really know what help entails.
Yeah.
I don't know if I was just like, I think this is a good idea,
Mhm.
and just tell people, hey, I have an idea. I don't, and if that is, then vice president is probably like a secondary voice in that. They
Yeah.
give some ideas,
Mhm.
and maybe they give ideas to me, and I pass them up,
Yeah.
type thing.
Mhm. That's all right. So I think that's all I have. Unless you have anything else you want to talk about specifically. I'm giving the floor is open for you. Any other statements?
No.
All right. Well, I'm going to end on this last segment that I have called Last Call.
Mhm.
I give you 45 seconds to talk about whatever you would like. Just
Okay.
anything you want to say. I'm not responsible for what he says, and anything.
He is 100% responsible for what I say.
No.
In this segment,
And then
all blame should be put to him and not me. Any
the
school administrator that sees this was said on school grounds. He gave me permission. All blame should be put on him.
I will literally just censor you if you say anything bad.
I will not say anything bad. I promise.
Okay. I'm giving you 45 seconds. So, and then yeah, the opinions expressed from Duke I'm not responsible for. 45 seconds starts now.
Vote Duke, senior class president. I'm mad at Mr. Howard, our German teacher. He has given me almost no help. I've gotten almost no help in getting into a correct German class this year. They've been telling me I'm in the wrong class. I have the same assignments as everyone else. They say I'm in the wrong class. I feel like I'm going insane. Everything's the same. They keep telling me I'm wrong. I'm like, okay. You've given me almost no help. That's really all I have to say. That's not all I have to say.
Oh,
How much
okay.
time do I got left?
You have like 10 seconds.
Vote Duke, senior class president?
All right. You have like 5 seconds. I like.
Drop a like on the video, drop a comment, follow, subscribe, boost this video. We want this going worldwide. We want this on Spotify. We want this on SoundCloud. We want this on Apple Music. We want this on
Your seconds are up, by the way. You can finish what you were saying.
every platform that exists. We want this on.
I will work on that because that is something I want to do. Again on
Your like
Spotify.
will help us accomplish this.
It'll boost my confidence, that's for sure. All right. That's all I really have to say. I will link I'll try to link the Instagram to my Instagram, the Roundtable Instagram, Duke's Instagram, if you want. I mean, I don't know if you.
Sure.
Okay. That's all I really have to say. Stay tuned for whoever's on next. If you'd like to be on, just let me know. Contact me, whatever way you can. And I think that's it. Signing off. See you next time.
Goodbye.